Oh! That was a drama right there, a drama scene.
I don't know if Han's blushing or if it's the Asian glow. He bought you guys lunch.
Hey guys, it's
and
Andy.
Jazz.
We about to get straight.
Because we are reacting to Stray Kids,
Let's get it.
specifically Han and Felix in the music video for Truman.
They're the
We
Truman.
love this so far from
Come
the
on.
Unveil track, you guys, but can't wait to listen to the full song and watch the video, so let's get to it.
They got some shit to say.
They do. Love this vibe.
Is that the what? The bass guitar? Ooh.
Are people on the ground?
I sketch visions of my future, but sometimes the wrong shade slip in the picture.
Woo.
Feel like a failure,
Bar.
a loser, but oh my God reminds me I'm human. Head high, I keep a movie, living real like Truman. I'm the Truman.
I'm
Yes.
the Truman.
No difference, felt fear, bad days made me more different. I'm born free. This is my own movement. We don't care 'cause we're blessed.
Yes.
I don't play, you know we keep it honey. Copping all that shit whenever I want it. It's that beast mode as Rengar calls it. Got trophies in the back,
Ooh.
so stay reluctant.
Rengar got trophies.
Fans, raise my hands, solo fans.
Wait.
Money, hit the pedal, we go
Wait.
fast.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, that was a twist right
I
there.
thought
I
that
did not
shit-
expect that at all.
I thought this shit was gonna be calm and collected.
That's literally the
You know what
vibe
I'm
I was
saying,
thinking,
right? Because
yeah.
that's scarier. Because from the preview, like the teaser that we watched,
right.
it sounded like they got some shit to say.
Yes.
But being the fact that the beat and the rhythm of everything was so calm and collected, I thought that's how it was gonna be, like calm and collected. I'm gonna just
Kind of like silent but deadly.
just drop like knowledge on you. You know what I'm saying?
But they still probably are.
Ooh, but they got mad right here.
Cause I stay reluctant. Yeah. Better bands, raise my hands, solo fans. Gas is running, hit the pedal, we go fast. We so advanced, we the first and the last. We so
Ooh.
advanced, we the first and the last.
Ooh, they
Yes.
the first and the last.
Woke up 5 a.m. trying to catch a plane, we don't waste time. Just to watch a kid, young ambitions got me out of school.
Woo!
Wearing orders, now I make my own rules.
Yeah.
Still got that fire burning, shining like a jewel. This is
Oh my God, Felix looks so dope.
show us new
Ooh, like they crumping and
we got the moves. Let's go tonight. Alright, got every shoes you want. Know what I'm about.
we know LV and Felix.
Right?
We go. Cooking up bases, another one taking our time like Charles Leclerc.
Woo!
All of my enemies call me prime man. I eat up the road. I finish you like I ate the last trip in the bag, like you got nothing to show. That's how
Ooh.
I play. No
Felix upped his rapping game. Let me tell you that. Okay.
He got bars.
This guy.
He got bars.
Yes. Okay.
Come on.
I ate the last trip in the bag, like you got nothing to show. That's how I roll. Play no, we keep it taunted. Copping all the shit whenever I want it.
Yes. You tell him, Han. You
Copping
tell
all
him.
the shit.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a bar right there too.
go back.
Back it up.
Taunted, copping all the shit whenever I want it. Is that beast mode? As when get caught, I got trumpets in the bag, 'cause I'm still locked.
Aww.
Run up bands, with my hands, solo fans.
Woo!
Hit the pedal, we go fast. We so advanced, we the first and the last. We so advanced, we the first and
We're
the
so advanced with first
Yeah.
and the last. Ooh, he done sunned you right now.
Oh my God, I'm scared. No.
That
Han,
flow
no.
was crazy.
Han got something to say.
My nose sweaty.
I know you guys. Oh my God, do you guys see the lint on my hand because of this flannel?
That shit was-
My hands are freaking sweating right
That
now.
shit was so dope. The way they came, like the
That
way
too.
he came in, the way he's like rapping and
I'm getting
everybody's
chills,
following him,
dude.
bruh.
Yo. Okay, wait.
It's a
first,
fried chicken right there.
No, it's like more a raw chicken.
No, I don't. Yeah.
For real, all jokes aside, Han.
The way he came in, riding on
no.
that beat.
I know, but he got something to say.
I know, because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go after again and explain the lyrics. 'Cause
Okay, yes, definitely, okay.
know it, keep it honey.
Crimson, and then they got red all over them. Look.
They look so dope. Let's go. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, flex on, boys.
We so advanced. We're the first and the last.
Yes.
Yo, this track is fire. This track is fire. This track is more along the lines of like, this is my taste right here.
What is there? Okay, we're gonna wait till the end because
we missed it.
We messed up on freaking
Oh my God,
what do you call it? On burning tires, you guys.
He wanted to panteng.
Hunting?
Oh, see, there's
Changbin and Ian wanted to panteng, meaning like Dutch pay, like half
I
and
know,
half.
you guys. I know we missed it. We're
We
sorry.
missed it.
Like we don't know why. It's like when we watch all the way through, right? Until it's done. There's always nothing. Like right now, there's nothing.
We just got excited about the lyrics.
We did.
We got really
and then
excited
every
about the
time we
lyrics.
do stop it too early, there's always something at the end, and we always miss it. But okay, now we learned our lesson for like the 10th time, you guys. We're really not gonna do that. But
all the way through. We're gonna watch it all the way through.
Okay, so you wanna watch it again?
Yeah,
and
we gotta
then...
watch it again. And
Okay,
this
okay.
time, I'm gonna look at the lyrics.
I want to say one thing though. I did not expect that at all.
I did not expect
Like
that.
that was
literally
fire.
thought-
There was a lot of fire in the video. And
Like
it
I
was
said,
fire.
I literally thought it was just gonna be like a calm, collected. I'm gonna drop some facts on you. I'm gonna drop some knowledge.
I'm a
you know?
true man.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be something like that, but god damn, this one was.
Okay.
Whoa.
Ready? Let's go.
This intro is
What was it? This
amazing.
red like folder.
Red folder? Is that just a piece of like a
like-
fabric?
Is it fabric?
It's just
oh,
fabric.
from the back of their. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
They were all wearing it. I'm gonna make that jacket now.
I sketch visions of my future, but sometimes the wrong shade slip in the picture.
We kind of explained this part already in the
But
unveil
that's a
track.
bar though.
Yeah.
Like I sketch visions of my future. Sketch.
Yeah.
But sometimes the wrong shades. You know, when you sketch, you shade, slip in the picture. You
Right.
draw a picture. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Uh-huh.
Come on.
I feel like a failure, a loser, but oh my God reminds me I'm human. And how I keep on moving.
Even that part, but oh my God, it reminds
Reminds
me
me
I'm
of
human.
human.
Because it's true. Like sometimes we forget that.
Right.
Sometimes when we're so immersed in what we do that when we make mistakes, like we're so hard on ourselves.
Definitely.
But the thing is that you have to remind yourself you're human.
Yeah.
You make mistakes.
Right.
Come on.
Feel like Truman, I'm the Truman.
We're all same, no difference. Felt fear, bad days made me more different. I've been free. This is my own movement.
Even right there. Fail, fear, bad days. It makes me
Yeah.
more different. So they're embracing it.
Right.
Now. Embracing like we do fail.
Yeah.
We do fear. We have days that are bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? Instead of taking all that in and going, man, I'm a loser. I'm
Yeah.
a failure. They don't do that. They just go, you know what? I'm different. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, and then I'm gonna take myself to the next level, which
Yeah.
makes them more different.
Right. And I already said this in the unveil track, but I like how they use Truman because again, I'm gonna just repeat myself in case you guys didn't watch the unveil track reaction. But if you watch the show, the actual movie, the
Right.
Truman.
The Truman Show.
Yeah, he's this guy who lives in a world where he thinks is real.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like us.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't think that there's like all our friends or family or whoever are actors, right?
Right.
Like we would think that they're really our mom, our dad, whoever our friends. And so he lived in this world that he thought was real.
Right.
But later he realized that it was all fake.
It's a reality
It's a
show.
reality show. So everyone knew but Truman.
Right.
So he realized that his whole life is in front of a camera.
His whole life was
it's
a lie.
controlled. He's like a puppet.
Yeah.
Right? And at the end, he chose to leave. He realized it all and he was like, F this. I'm going
can't-
to live my own life.
Yeah.
Like he woke up from that reality and he's like, this is not real. I'm going to go choose my real life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To choose the real reality.
He woke up from the fantasy and then he chose reality.
Yes.
Which they wouldn't let him have.
Right.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
so I think that's what's beautiful is I said this like with celebrities, you know, they feel like sometimes, you know, they're controlled, right? Like they feel like they're puppets sometimes. Like even like a lot of haters or people who doubt them want to like control their life sometimes. Like tell them how to dress, what to do, what to say. Like, you know, they don't allow them to just be them.
Right.
They get bashed on for any little thing they do, you know? So I feel like in this portion right here, now after hearing the whole song, I have other thoughts. But at least in this portion right here, I feel like they're here saying like, we're also human just like you.
Right.
You know, we might be celebrities. We get that. But at the end of the day, like we have feelings too, and we have things we want to do too. We want to be who we are.
Right.
And that's where now the verses and the
Exactly.
story goes with this song, which I'll explain as it goes.
Come on, bruh.
More different, I've been free.
Even this part. You see that? He's balancing on that chair. He's balanced.
Yeah. And they're blessed.
I don't play, you know we keep it honey.
They don't play.
Copping all that shit whenever I want it.
Copping all that shit. So they're trying to say shit.
Right.
But they're saying copping all that shh. As in like, you know, be quiet. You know what we cop.
Yeah.
Like, keep,
You know.
come on, bruh.
Come on.
They're
I don't need to say it.
They're basically
Yeah.
saying like, bruh, like shut up. We
Right.
can cop anything that we want. You know
it's
what
like,
I'm saying?
Again, to the doubters, whoever it is, it's like, just shh.
Just can you be quiet, please.
Iptacho.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't play, you know we keep it honey. Copping all that shit whenever I want it. It's that beast mode, as Rhaegar calls it. Got trophies in the bag.
Beast mode, Rengar got trophies in the bag. Rengar, the trophy hunter
Okay.
in League of Legends.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I knew there was something with that. I just didn't know what
That's
I don't
why-
know what Rengar is.
Yeah, that's why he says got trophies in the bag, because Rengar is a trophy hunter.
Okay.
Come
and
on.
I love this, by the way, because of
of
Stay.
Stay. That's
we
why
lock
they-
in because it's a shout out to us Stays. They're fans, you guys.
Basically saying,
we
like-
didn't get here just because of us. We
Right.
got here also because of our fans, the Stays. So they gave us a shout out.
Come on,
okay.
bro. Because
All
we're
right.
here to stay.
We
Come
lock
on.
in.
Let's get it.
So stay we lock in. Yeah. By the bands, raise my hands, solo fans. Gas is running, hit the pedal, we gon' fast.
Yup.
Fans, we the first and the last.
We're so advanced.
Advanced,
We're the first and the last.
Right.
So if you look at it in a way, it's kind of like, you know, the opening act.
Yes.
Big deal. But also the end.
Yeah.
The artist that performs at the end, they're the closing act.
Yes.
Big deal.
Yeah.
But also, we're so advanced and we're so big that we're gonna be the first that you see.
Yeah.
But we're also gonna be the last thing you see.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I'm
also
saying?
I think like first can also mean like taking first place. You know, being winning, right?
Exactly.
But also I took the last as in like what you said, the whole like when you perform last, that's usually like the main act, right? So I love how they use that. They're the first
Exactly.
and the last.
Think about it, that's cold with it, because it's kind of like, bruh, like I'm the first thing you're gonna see, and I will be the last thing that
thing.
you're gonna see. Meaning that you're always gonna see me. Come on, bruh.
We so advanced, we the first and the last. Woke up all day, yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Advanced, we the first.
What?
We so advanced, we the first and the last. We so advanced.
Okay, I might be tripping. I don't know if this area kind of reminds me of like a rundown, like elevator. You know when they're that area they shot it at? But I don't know. I could be tripping, but kind of like, you know, where they started off. You know what I'm saying, right? Like where they start. But I could be wrong, you guys. It just seemed kind of like it, but obviously it's more rundown. But I'm kind of getting the vibes.
Because
but
it's
again,
old now.
Yeah.
Right.
But I could be wrong, you guys. Yeah.
We the first and the last. Woke up 5 a.m. trying to catch a plane, we don't waste time. Still watch a kid, young ambitious, got me out of school. No more following orders, now I pick my own route.
No more following orders. Now I make my
My
own
own
rules.
rules.
What are they called? They're called stray kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They do what
Right.
they want.
No, I love that. It's like him saying like he works hard.
They basically say
Yeah.
from high school, bruh. Like I was in school when I was getting ready to do
Right.
this. Now I'm out of school.
Yeah.
I ain't got no rules.
Yeah.
I do it the way I want it.
Right.
Like I make my own rules to
Yeah.
my own life, which is something Truman couldn't do in the beginning.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying,
You know,
right?
and I feel like it can also represent like their debut days too. You know, because when you're in debut days, like of course, like you can't really do fully what you want to do because you have to kind of go within what maybe the company wants or
Right.
whatever, right? But this could be something like now they're like veterans.
Right.
You know, they could do what they want to do. You know, and
Come on.
look at them, you guys.
Come
After
on,
that,
we're talking-
they've always done what they want to do. To be honest, since debut, we know that about
Right.
Stray Kids, but you guys know what I'm trying
That's
to say.
what
like,
we've been saying.
they got to where they are because they were just
Come on.
them.
Their group name is Stray Kids.
Okay,
Come on,
yeah.
they ain't got no rules.
Right. Damn, look at the dancer. Yes. Woo. Yeah.
Move
LV
tonight.
shoes.
Got LV shoes. Obviously,
Ambassador.
Felix says that because he's the ambassador of
For Louis Vuitton,
Vuitton.
right?
Come on.
Oh my god.
Cooking up races, taking our time like. Wait, what?
I just realized because cooking up the. This looks like the Felix in freaking God's menu.
God's menu. Oh, and the racing.
The racing, yes. What's the racing?
Because he says cook.
Oh,
Charles Leclerc.
Sorry, I don't know.
The F1 racer.
Oh.
Cooking up races
Oh,
like
okay.
Charles Leclerc.
Okay, I get it now.
Come on,
okay,
but God's menu though.
right.
You
'Cause I'm
are
thinking the
right.
Cooking, but cooking up races, that's what he said too anyway. So, yes.
He's cooking a 5-star Michelin,
You
bro.
know, Anja Felix from God's
It's
menu.
God's menu.
Like,
Cooking
that's my
up-
homie right there
cooking
from
up
God's
races.
menu. Yes.
Okay.
I'm too excited. Okay, calm down.
Come on.
Okay. Wow.
Oh!
Yes. Wow. This is actually.
Way out,
I'm
punk.
excited for this. Oh my god.
구태연한 척. 하품 나오기일수 no 배려텅. So 구태의연. That means like obsolete,
Right.
right? 하품 나오기일수 no 배려텅. I think what he's trying to say here is, bro, like you guys live in the past. And I'm saying you guys as in like, you know, the people who doubted them, or he could be talking about like, who knows, maybe there were other you know, people in the industry that didn't have really good things to say about Stray Kids. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's basically saying, bro, like you guys are always trying to act like you guys keep it OG. Kind of like, you know,
Keep it real. Keep
like
it real.
I don't ever change.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, 구태연 means obsolete.
Uh-huh.
So he's basically saying, I think, this is just my interpretation, but I think he's basically saying, bro, like you guys always try to say you keep it OG, but it's not that you try to keep it OG and you never change. Sticking to your roots. It's not that you stick to your roots, you just ran out of ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why he says 하품 나오기일수, as in like, dude, you're making me yawn.
You're boring me.
Yeah, you're boring me. All the same shit you do over and
Right.
over.
It's getting
and,
old.
And your excuse is, no, we just never change. We keep to our style. Like we
Right.
keep it OG. But it's kind of like, you don't keep it OG. You just don't have any more ideas,
Right.
bro.
So
And that's why
배려텅.
no 배려텅, as in like 배려 means to be considerate.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna be considerate with that shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it how it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know, I like how you said that because that's kind of the vibe I was
I
getting.
think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, like I feel like this whole song could be about doubters in general. It's not just like haters that equal like those, you know, like,
keyboard warriors.
keyboard warriors
stuff
and
like that.
fans that are haters. I think this can also go for anyone who doubted them in their life.
Like in the industry.
Yes.
Like other artists in the industry.
And let me put this right here, you guys. These are our interpretations.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's true.
We're not saying this is what Han is saying. Okay. This is just our interpretation. So let's make that clear.
Yeah.
But that's the vibe I also
That,
got
yeah.
is that he might be talking about not like fans or haters like us or
Right.
whatever, right? It's somebody.
Yeah, it can go that way too,
Yes.
but he's probably just talking about people in the industry.
Yeah.
Like who doubted them. Like
Right.
who had some shit to say about them. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, bro, like
Yeah.
but then what Han is saying is like you just need a way out, punk. That's why your way out is by saying like, look, oh no, we just try to keep it OG. I don't like to change my style. This
Yeah.
is my style. But Han is over here yawning and going, I heard that before.
Yeah.
You know, bullshit.
It's because you're running out of ideas.
You're running out of
probably.
ideas. It's obsolete. Like you don't have any more ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
Come
that.
on, bro. Like, and Han is also saying like no 배려. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even try to be considerate about what you're saying.
It's waste. It's a waste.
I've been considerate long enough.
Yeah.
It's time you stop saying that shit.
Right.
Come on, bruh.
Yeah.
He just sunned you.
No.
He said 차렷 son.
Yeah.
차렷 son. 차렷
Oh,
means
차렷,
this.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's what you say to like people. Like if you're like a lieutenant.
People, yeah, if
right?
you're people who are lower than you.
Yeah.
That's
lower,
why he says
to people
son.
lower than you. He's like 차렷. Right.
Yeah. 차렷. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying 빈 그릇 코 박고, practice what you're doing now. 빈 그릇 코 박고. 빈 그릇 means an empty plate. 코 박다. 코 means nose. Why don't you put your nose into your empty plate and practice what you're doing now? 차렷, son. So basically saying like, bro, like
I'm crying.
you're talking all this shit
And your bowl's empty.
and your plate is empty. So that's what you're practicing.
Yeah.
Okay, then keep practicing that. Just
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
차렷, son. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sun you then. I'm gonna keep sunning you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But also, I think considering the next lines too, it's kind of like, stand by your words too. If you said one thing before,
Right.
don't say something else now.
Yeah.
Why?
That's
Because
true.
now we're successful. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Like-
don't
like-
get me mad. You guys
like-
know when I get to these like type of lyrics, I get very like heated
Yeah.
because I'm like excited
No,
about
I
it.
was getting heated too. I was like
But-
stomping on the
but
floor. The camera probably shook. You probably saw that.
But I'm not gonna get too mad because Streak is doing their
No,
thing.
it's true. It's
Yeah.
facts because it's true. Like they'll have all this shit to say. Why?
Right.
Because the group is new. They just came out.
Yeah.
And you being whoever else that's been in the game, you're gonna say all this shit, right?
Uh-huh.
But the moment they get big, you change your words now. You know?
Yeah, sorry, I'm.
No, go ahead.
But now looking, because we're paused right here, I don't know. Okay, I could be tripping, but like these music, like these settings, look like they're past music videos, but worn down. Like
You
even
know-
like 소리꾼 and stuff. You
know
know
what
I
it
mean?
looks like to me?
Uh-huh.
Everything in here is old.
That too. Yeah,
Old,
yeah, yeah.
old. Guess
Yeah.
what? These are all obsolete. They're not around no
anymore.
more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Okay. The way he said it, and the way
And he said it.
and he pointed at your ass.
You done. That's what he said. You're done. See?
God.
Exactly. Your shit is obsolete. You freaking ran out of it. You know when you're done is when you're out of ideas. And that's what Han is basically saying. 꼭두각시 행세에 배 잡고 웃음도 참아. 꼭두각시 means like a puppet. Like what you said. A puppet. 행세. 행세 is like 행세, like your demeanor.
Yeah.
Right? So your demeanor is of a puppet. You're controlled.
Uh-huh.
You get, like we said, their group name is Stray
Stray
Kids.
Kids.
They ain't got no rules.
Right.
They do shit their way.
Yeah.
They do it the way they want to do it, but yet the shit talkers over there are being controlled.
Uh-huh.
As the ones being controlled, you're talking all this shit while we're over here being successful doing what we want to do.
That's why he's laughing.
배 잡고 웃음도 참어. 배 잡고, 배 means stomach. I'm holding my stomach and holding in my laughter.
Yeah.
He's not saying he's laughing.
True.
He's holding it
You're
in.
right.
You know, it's kind of like,
That's true. Yeah.
you know, when you hear shit so many times that when you're
Uh-huh.
there and then someone says it and you just go,
Yeah.
Like,
So
you're-
it's
that's what they're doing.
Right. So he is laughing, but at the same time, it's like
He's
you know,
holding it in.
He's holding it in.
he's still trying to,
Be respectful.
not respectful, he's pitting them.
I like that word.
Because it's like, they know you're
Yes.
done.
Right.
You know
Am I
what?
still being too nice?
Yeah, like, it's kind of
Yeah.
like, if anything, they are being nice. It's kind of like, you know what? I'm not gonna stomp on somebody that's already down.
Yeah. And I do like this connected to Truman, the show, the movie, I mean, because this song could be like the sequel to the Truman Show. If the Truman Show, that
Had a
movie,
part two.
had a part two,
Yeah.
this aftermath is what Truman's life would be. So in the beginning of the song, it's kind of like them saying, you know, I'm going to choose my life. I'm not a puppet. I'm not this, right? I don't want to be controlled. I'm human. I want to do what I want to do. And then now they're here flexing on saying like, because I chose my life and I'm not a puppet. I don't
Yeah.
want to be controlled. We got our success
Right.
because we want to do what we wanted to do.
Right.
You know? And I feel like if Truman, the movie, had
Had a
a
second
sequel,
part, yeah.
this is Truman's
right.
life right
That
here.
makes perfect sense,
You know,
to be
kind of saying
honest.
like, and now he's looking back at those people who were trying to control him, saying, at the end of the day, y'all are the puppets. Y'all are being controlled. Because think about it. In the Truman Show, the movie, you know, for example, his wife and his best friend, we thought they were controlling Truman.
Right.
But now when we look back on it, they had their bosses too that they were getting controlled to do what they needed to do for Truman. And same with the higher ups. Do you know what I mean? They all were getting controlled in their
Right.
own ways to give Truman this certain lifestyle that they wanted. But when Truman got out of it, it's kind of like, look who's the one that was getting controlled. It was y'all. It wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? You guys kind of get where I'm coming from? So I feel like this song could be like the sequel to the Truman Show.
Exactly.
If Truman had a sequel.
If Truman was a rapper and he got out of and then at the end he
got out.
chose his path, right?
Right.
And he got out and he was a rapper and he's like, I'm about to drop a diss track on these fools. You know what I'm saying? Jim Carrey about to drop a diss track. It's been like 30 years or something since Truman.
Damn, it's been that long?
It's been a long time, bro.
Yeah, because Jim Carrey's the actor for Truman. Jim Carrey
Come on.
covered this
Truman,
song.
Truman.
Yeah.
That's a dope ass rap name too.
I know, Truman. I know.
Come on, MC Truman.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you said it's fancy.
Fancy.
I can see your bong.
Yeah.
So now you're calling us fancy.
Right. I can see your life.
You talked all that shit about us, and now you're saying we're fancy.
Yeah.
I can see your bong.
Yeah.
Bong, as in like that's a slang word in Korean for saying you lied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You playing right
You're
now.
changing what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's
You know
what I meant
mean?
earlier.
That ain't what you said in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Stick to what you like. Stand by your shit. You know what I mean? That's your shit. Stand by it then.
Come on, bruh.
Why are you changing it?
Like,
all
think
of a
about
sudden?
it. I pulled down my pants and I took a shit right here, right?
Okay. Yes.
So you're not gonna. I'm gonna still stand by, because that's my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, it's mine.
I mean, I wouldn't want to like touch
The
your
food
shit.
I ate
Yeah.
turned into poo-poo,
Right.
and then I pooed it out, so it's mine. So I'm still gonna stand by it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Exactly.
bro. Let's get it.
Okay.
Oh, that's kind of dirty. Ooh. 껌뻑하면 떨어지는 쟤들은 펑펑. That could be a double. I don't know if it is, but that could be a double depending on
Like
how
cheddar
you.
as in you, right?
Cheddar as in you, those guys over there, or it could be cheddar as in ashes.
Oh yeah, duh. Yes.
But 껌뻑하면 떨어지는, as 껌뻑하다 means to blink. When I blink once, 떨어지는 쟤들 펑펑, as in like 펑펑 is an onomatopoeia for something falling down, right? So you would use that for rain or
Like
even
heavy
ashes.
heavy rain.
Or it'd be ashes because
Yes.
it's falling, right?
Yes.
So it's saying in one blink of an eye, ashes start falling. Why? Because one blink and you guys are incinerated.
It's kinda like
we will-
Thanos.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
like snap and y'all be gone, bruh.
Right.
But also it could be 껌뻑하면 떨어지는 쟤들, 펑펑, as in like the moment I blink, you guys start falling one by one,
Yeah.
and 펑펑, as in you're crying.
That's the vibe I got.
Because
Yeah.
we would do say that 펑펑 울다.
울다.
울다 means to cry. 펑펑, like I said, it means to fall. Why? Because tears are falling. 펑펑 울다. So in one blink of an eye from us, y'all are gonna fall.
Yeah, because I mean they're getting their trophies, right?
And then
Yeah.
you guys start crying.
Yeah.
펑펑.
Think about it. If you have doubters,
Double.
in your life, okay, people hating on you, wishing on your downfall, okay,
Right.
you don't even have to be a celebrity. Us, all human beings in this world, probably have
Right.
people who doubt us.
Right.
And let's say, before they used to talk so much about you, saying you're gonna fail, you're gonna do this, and just being mean to you. And let's say you became successful.
Right.
Yeah, whoever that was is probably crying. Is probably like, okay, because at the end of the day, this is what I say in other videos. While you're wasting your time hating on somebody else, wishing upon their downfall, using up all your precious time to do that, you're just wasting your life. Because when you're doing all that, I'm here minding my own business. And I think that's also what they mean at the beginning of like, we're the same.
Right.
Because in this case, they're kind of saying now like, okay, we're different.
Right.
But in the beginning, I feel like they're saying we're the same is because we're all humans. Like, I won't judge you. You don't judge me.
Right.
Like, let's just both do our own thing. Because I know you have your goals. You have the way you want to live your life, but so do I. So we're the same in those ways. But how come when I'm not doing that to you, you're saying all this stuff to me? But okay, fine. You're doing all that, but look who's laughing now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's
It's
true.
me. Because while you were busy, focused on me, and worried about me so much, right? I was just doing my own thing and I succeeded. While you're still at that place with your empty freaking plate right now, crying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
but
you're
he could-
wasting your time.
But they could also be saying that, but that's the life I chose, then that's the life you chose.
That's what I'm saying.
So stand by it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's like the perfect way. You know, like to get back at someone who's doubting you is like,
Right.
all right, well, if that's how you want to live your life, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You know, I
Come
see
on.
that if people are hating and they're happy doing it, I'm like, if that's what makes you happy, then
Yeah,
stay happy.
whatever floats your boat,
Yeah,
right? Come
stay
on,
happy.
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, your side is fancy. I can say your pump. I'ma 떨어지는 쟤들은 펑펑. 주에 사람 말에 똥똥. 나랑 페이 말에 기분 태도 비슷해서 거리고 점퍼.
See, right there, he says it right there too. Look at you 했었잖아, 말을 똥똥. Look at you. Look at you 했었잖아.
했었잖아.
Like you said it, like
Yeah.
you did it.
You said
말을
it.
똥똥. 말 means like words, like to talk,
It's not
right?
onomatopoeia.
똥똥 meaning like you said all these things
With
so
your chest.
confidently. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You said it with your chest. Look at
Right.
you. You said it all. You said all that.
Yeah.
But why are you acting like you did it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Look at you.
나랑 페이 말에 기분 태도 비슷해서 거리고
A lot of pain, but I keep my tedo.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pain, right? I get a lot of pain from it. Why? Because I speak facts. A lot of people in this
Mm-hmm.
world, it's true. When you speak facts and you tell your truth,
Mm-hmm.
you're actually shitted on more. But when you just say what other people want you to say and you just follow a trend, you don't really get shitted on.
Yeah.
Because you're just agreeing with the majority.
Yes.
But then when you're actually stating facts and truth, like what Han is saying, you deal with a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm. You do.
That's why he says a lot of pain, but I keep my tedo. Tedo means like your attitude.
Yeah.
You know what? I keep up with my attitude. Same, like what we said. He stands by his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 비수 is 싹 토해내고 jump up. So 비수 is daggers.
Yeah.
So you know when we also say daggers as in like, ooh, that's a dagger.
Yeah.
Like when someone says something, right?
Right.
He's saying, yeah, like I throw up on all these daggers. So like all these daggers come at me. A lot of pain, right? They come at me, but I still twine, as in like I throw up all my words.
Right.
Why? Because that's my truth. I stand by my shit and I
Yeah.
jump up.
Of course, it's gonna hurt, but it doesn't hurt him to the point where it's gonna stay on
Yeah,
him. You know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
enough for him to want to change up what he
Right.
says.
Yes.
Come on, bruh.
하면 떨어지는 쟤들은 펑펑. 주에 사람 말에 똥똥. 나랑 페이 말에 기분 태도 비슷해서 거리고 점퍼.
Love that part.
This is the full of wisdom.
Oh, I like that rhyme scheme too.
Lay down that some wisdom. This is
Yeah, pistum and then because wisdom. If you say it in
Yeah.
Korean, they go wisdom.
Pisidum, meaning slanted.
Yeah.
Pisidum means like slanted at an angle.
Right. I feel like that's what Stray Kids is. They're
They're
different.
different.
You know,
He's
like-
basically saying they're different.
Yeah, because if you are to draw a line, I would say, normally we draw it either vertically or horizontally, right? But for him, it's like, no, it's slanted. And I feel like that's what makes them different. Like for them, they don't care about being straight.
It's kind of like, think about it this way. If you're straight this way, that means you're just straight edge.
Yeah.
You know how they say, oh, these people are straight edge people,
Yeah.
as in like they follow rules. But what he's saying, well, I'm not neither this or that. I'm slanted.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't follow rules.
Right.
Everybody
I'm
does.
different.
Everybody does this way. Well, I'm gonna go this way then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And again, hence their name Stray Kids.
Stray Kids.
Yeah.
No rules. Come
Right.
on.
사람 말에 똥똥. 나랑 페이 말에 기분 태도 비슷해서 거리고 점퍼. Lay down that some wisdom. This is the full of wisdom. 좀처럼 follow us from distance. Alright, shit, you shine crimson.
Ooh,
Our
I like
eyes
that too.
여전히 shine crimson.
From distance. Alright, shit.
Our eyes 여전히 shine crimson. It's always shine crimson.
Their
and
eyes are always glowing red.
But I feel like he used the word crimson because I feel like if Stray Kids had a color, it would be crimson. Like it would be red.
Yeah.
You know?
Even all the
Logos,
fabrics and all, it was
that
all
too.
red
Yeah,
in the
even
music
like
video.
Stray Kids, like when they, if you see their name, it's like in red usually and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. So I feel like he's using crimson as saying like we're gonna always stay Stray Kids.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna always stay who we are. And also crimson, like the shade red and all that can represent a lot of things like whether it's passion,
Mm-hmm.
love, and I feel like with Stray Kids, like we said, they have a lot of passion.
But not just that. They say
Mm-hmm.
our eyes 여전히, as always, shine crimson. As in like they're not done. You know when
yeah,
they,
when you have red.
yeah, you know when they say like I see red, that's all I see.
Yeah.
What does a bull do when
Yeah.
when they see red? They just keep going.
Right.
They never stop
Yes.
until they freaking tackle that red.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
it could be a double in those ways.
So yeah, so it's like they're saying we're not done. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep it going. We see red,
Yeah,
bro.
and we're gonna stay Stray Kids.
Come on.
Say you know we keep it honey.
Oh, they do.
Copping know that shit whenever I want it.
Whenever they want it.
It's that beast mode. Everything got content. Got trumpets in the bag. Cause it's feeling locking.
Yeah.
Bands with my hands full of fans. Yes, it's running. Hit the pedal. We gon' fast. First and the last. We're so advanced. We're the first and the last.
Oh. Even this music video is super dope,
Yeah.
man. They look so freaking dope.
It's like they were standing on that. Love it, you guys.
Come on, man.
This
Stop
was,
it.
This was actually a
Stop
treat.
playing with 'em.
Yeah, like definitely not something I expected. Again, you know, hearing the unveiled track.
cracker.
I know. Like we said earlier, I did not expect this song to be like this. You know, I thought it was gonna be more calm, collected. Like, you know, have this huge statement where it's like it's more in the softer tone. But they went hard. It's kind of like the quiet before the storm, right? Like in the beginning, he's enjoying his crackers right now, by the way. But
God damn, I almost choked on those crackers.
in
God damn.
the beginning, it was like kind of calm, and you don't expect what's gonna come, and then the storm hits because they mad. You know, they had enough. But I think again, we already explained it throughout the song. But I feel the vibe of them saying, you know, we want to do what we want to do, and because we did what we wanted to do, we got to where we are. You know, we're not gonna let anybody else control us, tell us what to do.
And control the narrative,
Yeah,
too.
control the narrative.
Of how they got here.
Right. It's like all you doubters, well, I'm laughing now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Look who's laughing now, literally.
We got here with our own strength. With the music that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
With the sound that we wanted to make. With the type of way that we want to sing, the type of group that we wanted to be, with the type of concept that we wanted.
Yeah.
I can keep on going.
Right.
But for the sake of the length of this video, I'm not gonna list all of them. But
Yeah.
you see what I mean,
Yeah.
right? It's everything that was their way, and they're talking about their grind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're talking about how much they grind
Yeah.
and how honest they are with them. So we said that in the last video. Stray Kids are very honest with their music.
Exactly. You know, I like how you said grind, because if you just see the lyrics, you could kind of maybe take it like, oh, they just flexing about they have money and shit, right? But you gotta look a little deeper. It's not just that. It's not about just them flexing like, hey, look at me, I'm in my Benz and stuff, right? It's literally them saying, I worked so hard and I did it being me.
Right.
That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's success right there. Because if you can look back on your life and think like, how did I live my life? And then everything you thought was, you know what? I did that all because I wanted to do it. I did it my way.
Right.
That's all it is. You succeeded.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not even about the money. It's like you
Yeah.
succeeded. If you lived your life truly because the way you wanted it to, then that's success right there, in my personal opinion.
No, it's like for me, the way I look at this video and also like the lyrics and all that, it's like this is a song that they would release to back up whatever it is that people are saying that they didn't do.
Yeah.
They as in Stray Kids. So it's kind of like, look, we're true to our music. We grind really hard and we did it our way. You know what I mean? Although in the beginning, we weren't as big as, you know, what we would have wanted it to be, but everything's a journey, right? But during those times, and this is just my speculation, this is just my interpretation, maybe there were some people that was talking behind the scenes about Stray Kids. And now they're coming out saying, oh, so you didn't keep up that same energy the moment we got big and worldwide and we're on Billboard and we're touring all over the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't you keep up that same energy that you had before? Now you're changing up your words.
Yeah.
And that's why it's basically kind of saying now we have no choice but to flex on you.
Yeah.
Because like you talked all this shit and you're changing you're changing your energy around us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why? Because we're bigger now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With none of your help though.
Right.
Like if actually yes with their help.
Because it drive, the passion.
The drive and the passion, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's kind of like for them, it's not a flex. You got to listen to the song.
Yeah.
It's not a flex of them saying, yeah, now I drive a Benz and this and that.
Louis Vuitton, yeah.
No. It's more like, look, we got all of this though because we worked for it.
Yeah.
It's the grind. The
Right.
message in here is not about driving Benz and
Yeah.
flying the world.
Right.
First of all, them flying the world is not because they want to go on vacation. It's because they're on tour. They're working.
They're working, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Waking up at 5 a.m.
But even if they wanted to, they can. You
They
know what I'm saying?
could if they had the time. But
Right.
think about it. They're constantly touring.
Yeah.
Selling out arenas and shit. I've made the stadiums.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like for them, it's like they're talking about their grind. Why? Because there are people behind the scenes saying this and that. And they're like, bro, like, what you mean,
Yeah.
bro?
And that's why I think Truman is perfect. They're not gonna be Truman at least in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
They're not. They're gonna be the Truman the sequel after he chose to leave.
I love that.
And whatever, because we know after watching that movie and he decided to leave, we can all already picture Truman has a successful life now.
Right.
We were so,
More free.
We were so happy for him.
More free.
Yes.
Because Stray Kids
So,
is all about freedom.
That's them right now.
No rules.
Yeah.
Doing it their way.
Right.
And then I like that idea because it's true. I could totally see Felix and Han sitting down and going like, yeah, we wrote this song thinking, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we try to write a song about Truman, but what happens to him after?
Yeah, that's the vibe
I
I
could
got.
totally see them saying that.
Maybe they didn't, but
I
that's
know,
just
I'm not saying they did.
yeah,
but
but
you
that's
know,
just my
I could see
interpretation.
them saying that,
Yeah,
though, thinking
but-
that way.
Right, but I also love, they included their members in here. They included the fans. They never forget, right?
Right.
Like they're basically literally saying, not basically, they literally saying it's because of the stays too, you know? And so I love that
They
shout
do it
out.
for the stays.
Right, but love this song, you
Love
guys.
it.
Very, it was a twist, but in a good way, right? It slapped me in the face real quick.
I
But
wanna make
let
a
us know
stank
how
face.
you guys
Come on,
reacted,
bruh.
your interpretation of the song as well. If you enjoyed this reaction, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And we'll see you in our next video, guys.
Bye.
Bye.